So there is no point in comparing ourselves to others' performance, because envy is not there for comparison. Envy is from childhood. It's a very, very um, basic core emotion, almost as it comes with us. But I'm not 100% sure about this. Innate to us, as it were. So envy is there to convert into the dopamine source for motivation. So it seems from research now, but comparison is for a different reason. Comparison is there to enable reflection, not back engineering, but reflection. The difference between reflection and back engineering, although both of them appearing to be at the time quite similar, is that back engineering already has a clear aim or goal or attainment in mind, and it tries to change the perception, the reality, as it were, by cutting things out, leaving things out from the entire picture, or ignoring them. So it tries to bend reality or truth, impossible of course, to an outcome, a certain outcome. That's why the not original, the copied, back engineered products most of the time, if not always, fail and poorer quality than the original. Back engineering must not be confused with reverse logic, because the two are not the same thing. Whereas in reflection, we don't have an outcome, we don't know what we're going to find, but we have a long, honest look with our best of knowledge, trying to find explanation for everything as much as we can, keeping everything enough in the process. So no abundance, no scarcity, just enough, everything enough in the process, in order to figure out if there was something else, some area in which we can actually grow, we can get better at things. Most importantly, I heard this from an Englishman, and I do share, named Stephen. I do share a review. He was an education consultant at the time when we had an interaction, when we met, and he said to me, no policy, religion, politics, approach, therapy, what have you, worth it if it disables communication. And that's true. Only the things that are enabling communication, therefore creating, maintaining, or restoring connection, these are that worth. Everything else is unhelpful. Moreover, ever since we know that, all other approaches appear to be actually unsustainable. So that's the main message in here. So we need the contrast, and we need, as it were, the actual comparison ability, but we need to be careful to compare things either to one thing to another that are comparable, or using a standard or the benchmark to compare with that are actually relevant, valid for the certain thing, phenomenon, whatever we want to or need to compare. So we don't misuse the tools. This point seems to be rather strange, or in many ways difficult to any of those who were educated in England. And there is a reason for that. It took for myself and one of my former bosses, a divisional director, to actually figure this out, this thing, why we did not speak in the same language for almost 9 months of regular, almost weekly, if not more frequent, interactions with one another and serious work, until we actually arrive to something. So that would be good to be able to reflect on this. It comes from an accident, as it happened, and circumstances such as the needs of the Industrial Revolution in the UK, particularly in England, and that's what it caused, and some probably unconscious decisions that were made at the time, which were very reasonable at the time. However, my impression still is that education in England these days is still industrialized, but the country itself deindustrialized. So it's just not really valid. Let's try not to throw away things from it, but learn from it, keep the things that are good and still working and still adaptive and sustainable, and let's make historical those things that are not. Good morning, so this is today's shorter message from Battersea Power Station on the 5th of November 2023.